So if you look at the front wheel compared to the back wheel, you can see the angle of the front wheel is a lot different than the back wheel. So the top of the wheel is pushed in, bottom of the wheel is coming out. With the steering wheel straight, you can see that there is a visual difference in the angle of the front wheel compared to the back wheel. Usually caused by worn steering components or suspension components such as ball joints, control arm bushings, stuff like that. They can be corrected, make your tires last longer. If you don't correct them, what you'll have is what you have on this car here, unevenly worn tires. As you can see, the outer part of the tire, you can still see the sipes on the edge. On the inner part of the tire, it's pretty smooth. Because of that angle, over time it eats away at the tread, and then you're basically driving on a wedge, not a flat tire, as far as across the tread being flat with it compared to vertical. So when you have that situation, you have reduced traction, you have poor handling, because you're not making full contact with a tread pattern anymore. You're partially skidding all the time. Suspension components, steering components, you need to update those and do an alignment to get this corrected and put on a couple new tires to fix it. With the fresh tires and alignment, those should last quite a while. All right, so while we can't really prove worn components, you look at this ball joint here, and there's no side-to-side movement. Look at the tie rod here. There's no side-to-side movement separate from the joint itself. Same with the inner tie rod. The bushing here, right up in there, isn't off center enough to warrant a replacement. It's not detached where it needs to be replaced as far as the control arm assembly goes. This bushing here is fine as well. I would just attribute this wear to improper alignment. And you can see how much tread is not there. You're at the wear marks here compared to you're about 6 millimeters here, and you have your traction sipes on the outside. So I would attribute most of this to a poor alignment adjustment. Not much to alignment on this. About the only thing you can do is tie rod adjustment right here, which will adjust your toe. There are sometimes a camber kit you can put in here to adjust the camber angle to help reduce the wear on the inside of the tires. Nothing bent that I can tell, so I don't believe there's a collision or anything like that. I think it's just poor alignment.